that season. Now, after a long spell of lean years, it looks like Bill Parcells has ushered in a new winning era for America's team. I had a chance to sit down with the coach this week to get his take on his team's turnaround.
A year ago on Thanksgiving, where were you?
Watching my two nephews from Milburn High School play the Madison Dodgers in New Jersey with my brother Don.
Without even a hint that one day you would return to the sidelines. Probably went back and watched the Cowboys on television late in the day.
Did, absolutely.
You have fixed America's team.
No, it's not fixed.
It's not fixed.
I disagree with you.
What has to be fixed?
Well, we have to win more games.
Before you headed to camp, if somebody said you'd be 8-3 going into the Thanksgiving Day game, would you have taken it?
No, I wouldn't have, because that would have been conceding that we were going to lose 3 games, and I would never do that.
I would have jumped up and down for 8-3. I wouldn't know how to act. I mean,
how does he do it? How does he cut through?
I think it's pretty simple. If you don't get it done, you're out of here.
You're not going to be able to call them losers anymore. No, we might not be winners, but we're not losers anymore. One more, and then you have to call us winners at least.
You know, to me, he's almost like the closest thing to God, simply because when you have a coach who tells you something, and it's almost seemed like everything he tells you, it actually happens, you know, that's freaky to me.
People say you're a genius. What's your reaction when you hear something like that?
You need to reserve that term for people who save people's lives and do something important for mankind, and not for some football coach that just happens to get lucky here and there. So, and I really mean that in a humble way.
You made the right decision.
Well, I don't know.
You feel that way? Don't you feel that way right now, a year later, upon reflection?
Yeah, I'm happy with my decision. You forget the pain, though. When you're not doing it, you forget some of the deterrents to being a coach.
Don't drop 20 yards! Don't drop 20 yards!
You forget a lot of things about it that quickly gets reinforced to you. I like football. I haven't been living in a closet. All I know is I got 3 guys from Wisconsin now. We're trying to beat the Eagles. They couldn't even beat Iowa.
Everybody wanted to make a big issue out of Bill Parcells, Jerry Jones. What is the relationship?
It's been great. I tell you, it's been ideal is the word. He's a risk taker. He's aggressive. Maybe too aggressive sometimes. You know, you have to. Maybe we don't need to do that right yet. And but it's been an enjoyable thing for me. Very enjoyable.
What on Thanksgiving Day are you thankful for?
Oh, my 3 girls, my daughters, my grandchildren.
Didn't say anything about football.
Well, that's my profession. I do love the game. I'm appreciative of it, and I'm happy to be able to be a participant on Thanksgiving.
Inside look at Coach Bill Parcells. He will not budge an inch now, saying he would not have been happy with 8-3 back in July, because he'd have to admit he'd have to lose 3 games.
He's lying.
It's time for Chalk Talk, presented by CarQuest, and let's keep on here with Coach Parcells, our subject. I feel like I do know him reasonably well. I think he's having more fun coaching this team than any point in his career.
Well, when you're 8-3, you're having a lot of fun, that's for sure. And I've played a lot against Bill Parcells' teams. And this guy has a way, no matter what he has, the talent he has, whatever it is, he looks at a game plan and says, what am I going to do to get my guys to do best to win this game? For example, last week, 10-10 at halftime, they come out, Quincy Carter starts throwing the ball all over the field 44 times in that game, and they win. So he's not necessarily just a running game, it's a passing game. Whatever it is he does to win that football game, that's what kind of coach he is.
I think he's very approachable. I think he finds out something about that each individual that would ignite that guy, really challenge that guy. Offensively, the offensive line were terrible last season. I mean, Quincy Carter, every time he stepped back, they beat him to the pocket. You got to understand that. And this year, he's challenging that offensive line to go to yet another level.
I don't think you have to be a genius to see what the problem with the Cowboys last year was. There was no discipline whatsoever. So what's the first thing he does? He comes in and he establishes discipline in the locker room. And then the next thing he does is he separates the owner from the players, because the owner was always in the middle of everything down there. So we saw that a little bit a few weeks ago when the owner went down and started to talk about Larry Allen on the sideline. I don't think Bill Parcells liked that too much. But there's no question about the discipline, the credibility, and the respect that he has. And it all comes along with winning. And then one other decision that he made, and Dion, you might know this a little bit better than I do, he kept defensive coordinator Mike Zimmer.
Yeah. He had no choice. That defense was 4th last year, and they're number 1 this year. He would have been crazy. I mean, to let that guy go.
So he's his new Bill Belichick is Mike Zimmer.